Officer Gerritano, DC-1. I'm a cutter training specialist from the Afloat Training Organization here at Portsmouth, and today we're going to talk about PKP extinguishers, how to use them, how to operate them, and their basic nomenclature. Alright, now we're going to talk about basic nomenclature of the PKP Fire Extinguisher. So right here I have a 27-pound PKP extinguisher. There's also an 18-pound PKP extinguisher, but they have the same basic parts. The only thing that's different is the cylinder inside. The main cylinder is obviously smaller, but the CO2 cylinder inside is also smaller. So first, these are going to have tamper seals on them. So we're going to break off the tamper seal, just like that. That's holding the hose in place, and then we'll break off this one. That's going to hold the pin in place. Alright, so first we have the pin that stops the decompression lever from going down and puncturing the CO2. This is the cartridge guard. This is the cartridge. It is reverse threaded. So when you're actually loosening it, you're tightening it. This is the hose, and this is the nozzle. And then we have, lastly, our cap, which can open up. That's how we're going to check the inside of the PKP for proper powder. And then our handle. Now we're going to talk about how to operate the PKP extinguisher in case of emergency. So we're going to pull our tamper seal, break our tamper seal, and pull our pin. That'll let us be able to energize the puncture lever and puncture the CO2 bottle and charge the PKP. So we'll take our nozzle out so we can actually decompress the lever all the way. And what we want to do here is we want to make sure that when we charge this with CO2, that this cap doesn't blow off and can risk hitting us in the face or hitting another shipmate. So what we want to do is, before we depress this, we want to tilt the bottle off to the side, maintain positive control on it, tilt it away from us, and in a sharp motion, we're going to go ahead and decompress it, keep it away from our face, and we'll charge the PKP. So we'll simulate doing that. Now it's charged. Next, what we're going to do before we go and fight the fire, we're going to do an agent test set. So we'll squeeze the trigger fully all the way down, and we should get some discharge. So we squeeze the discharge handle of the nozzle, and we'll have our short burst. So now our agent test is set, and we're ready to fight the fire. So this has about an 8-foot range on it, but it decreases over time. So the CO2 initially is stronger than it is after you've been squeezing it for about 6 seconds. So that means we'll have to advance on the fire. So when we first squeeze it, we'll be about 8 feet off. We'll squeeze at the base of the fire and in a sweeping motion, and then as we go, we'll advance on the fire. So the other thing we want to take note of is if we're outside, the PKP agent can get swept up in the air if there's strong wind. So you might have to even move closer to the fire to put it out. Now we're going to talk about safety measures when it comes to the PKP extinguisher. At ATO, we like to look for 3 safety measures. So the first safety measure, only use the authorized PKP powder. Number 2, always want to maintain positive control over the extinguisher. And then number 3, that the CO2 cartridge inside matches the size of the PKP extinguisher. So if it's a 27-pound extinguisher, it needs a larger size cartridge than the 18-pound.